Hi, I'm Frank Hartman with the Hartman Law Firm, and I'm a practicing attorney in Charleston, South Carolina, specializing in personal injury and auto accidents. And today we're talking about how to determine the value of your auto accident case. The first thing you need to consider is what sort of bills did you incur on the initial day of the collision? For instance, did you take an EMS ride to the emergency room? If so, typically an EMS bill is going to be anywhere between about $300 or $400. And then you go to the emergency room, they take some x-rays, the doctor examines you, you've got to pay the hospital, you've got to pay the examining doctor, and you've got to pay the radiologist. Typical bill there is going to be about $1,000 with all of those combined. So you're looking at about $1,300. And the significance of that is with regard to both the EMS bill and the ER, an insurance company is going to look at those bills and they're going to pay them dollar for dollar. And what I mean by that is if you submit an EMS bill for $300 and an emergency room bill for $1,000, the insurance company is going to give you $300 for the EMS bill, and they're going to give you $1,000 for the ER bill, because that's just the nature of the way they value a claim. So then you can go and you can take those and you can pay those bills. Where the actual value of your claim lies is what's called active therapy. And what I mean by that is after you go and you get checked out by the emergency room, if you've still got ongoing pain that you actually need, therapy for, you're going to have to make a decision, typically between two different types, either physical therapy or chiropractic. Physical therapy is more in line with kind of muscle training for the specific area that you were injured in. Chiropractic care has more to do with actually realigning your spine, and if you're not familiar with that, I would encourage you to maybe Google it and get a sense of what chiropractic care actually is. But you've got to make a choice between those two, and typically what you're going to see is that you treat anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks in either chiropractic or physical therapy care. And what I usually see the value of those bills being is anywhere between $2,000 and $3,000. And the significance of that is when you submit that to the insurance company and they plug it into the computer, that is where you actually get your multiplier effect. So let's say, for argument's sake, you've got a $2,500 chiropractic bill. Well, they plug that into the computer, it does maybe a ×2, and you've got $5,000 plus your original $1,300, and the value of your claim is about $6,300, okay? And obviously it's negotiable. So if you're starting at $5,300, then maybe you've got a range of anywhere between about $5,000 to $7,000. Then you would want to consider, okay, well, are there any extenuating circumstances surrounding your case that would potentially say open the defendant up to punitive damages? Because what we're thinking about here is a jury. What would a jury think about your case were you to present it in front of them? So hypothetically speaking, let's say the defendant was driving drunk when he hit you. That's going to expose the defendant to punitive damages. A jury is going to want to punish him in order to deter him from doing that behavior again in the future. And the insurance company is going to take that into consideration when they value your claim. So, if he was driving drunk, maybe they offer another $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on top of the original $6,300, and now you're looking at between 11 and 12. It really depends. It's obviously a case-by-case scenario, and it's going to be largely based on the facts that are specific to your case. But this should give you a general idea of how to go about calculating what your case might actually be worth. I'm Frank Hartman, and today we talked about how to value your personal injury claim in the context of an auto accident. If you have any questions, I'd love to speak with you. I strongly encourage you to pick up the telephone and call me at 843-300-7600, or feel free to learn more about me and my firm at thehartmanlawfirm.com.